For those of you who follow my channel, you will know that I am very much into 3D printing, and while I've pretty much stuck with my Ender 3 for the longest time, I've always somewhat dreamed of getting a resin 3D printer instead, but of course the biggest problem was cost. That's why when it came on sale at a huge discount, and I'm talking like $250 for both the Anycubic Photon M3 and the Wash and Cure 2.0 plus 1.5 liters of resin, I didn't really hesitate to pull the trigger to get one of these. My journey into resin 3D printing hasn't been smooth sailing, however, with a lot of fails and misprints and just headaches and problems in general, and through my inexperience and perhaps just general stupidity at times, I managed to damage the 4K display on the printer. Yeah, let's just say that acetone and plastic screens don't really go that well together, and yes, I am dumb for using acetone. I know, lapse of judgment. Anyway, that pretty much means that the screen is gone and it needs to be replaced in order for me to ever hope to get it working again. And so I got a new screen off AliExpress for a pretty reasonable price of $54. And since I didn't really see any guides online as to how to replace the screen on the Anycubic Photon M3, I thought I'd do one up, and you guys get to watch me undo my mistake and hopefully learn in the process. The package from the Anycubic official store on AliExpress arrived in this nice little case right here, and inside we have the black tape that goes around the screen, some replacement 3M tape to hold the screen onto the printer, and of course, the new screen. With that said, we're going to remove the existing black tape around the display since we don't need it anymore, and doing so exposes the borders of the LCD panel. At this point, you still can't quite remove the LCD, so we'll flip the machine onto its side and use a hex 3 screwdriver to remove the 4 screws down the bottom. Once these screws are off, gently pull the bottom panel off and disconnect the 2 cables that connect the printer with the UV lights. With that out of the way, I'm going to disconnect this ribbon cable right here by lifting up this black latch first, then pull it out. I remove the ribbon cable so that it's fully loosened, then gently press from the underside of the display to fully detach it from the printer. Flip the machine back upright again and clean off the existing adhesive so that we can replace it with the new ones that we got with the new screen. You do not want to be lazy and reuse the existing ones, as it may not be as sticky anymore. I'm going to wear a pair of gloves now so that I do not get any smudges or dirt onto the bottom of the new display. Before we set our new display in place, I'm going to take the ribbon cable from the previous display, disconnect it from that, then transfer it over to the new display. Expose the adhesive, guide the ribbon cable and the FPC board of the display through the gap right here to the bottom of the printer, then set the new black tape around the edges of the display. It's used to prevent light bleeding, so make sure you apply it correctly. If you did all of that right, you should be able to comfortably flip the printer upside down and route the display ribbon properly so that it's out of the way and isn't blocking the display. Oh yeah, you might also want to connect it back to the logic board because, well, otherwise the printer isn't going to work. Reconnect the bottom of the printer for the UV light and its logic board, and finally put the 4 screws from the bottom back in, and yep, I screwed it up already. It's a small issue though. A cable came loose that seems to be for the printer to know when it's reaching the bottom, so I had to take the machine apart again and plug it back in. It's all good though, yeah. You know what, I'm totally a professional, and yeah, no mistakes were made. You should have a working printer once more, and I can get back to learning on how to not suck at 3D resin printing. As the Dark Souls community would say, get good, scrub. That's pretty much it for me from this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, you can like and share this video, and maybe comment down below on maybe if you've ever screwed something so royally up before like I did. My name is Yang, the Tech Rodent, and I will see you guys in the next video.